Great morning. Great morning, good, great people. Nicole here back at you. That's Nicole Spillman. Two E's, peace and blessings to everybody. Conversation come through today. Y'all notice the season is changing? Man, I tell you. For those of us who deal with a little bit of SAD, that's called seasonal affective disorder, I know you are noticing it. My goodness. So listen, I want to talk today. Conversation come through about ministering to your dat blasted self. Before we minister to other people. Before we let other people get all in our heads. And when I talk about minister, I'm not saying preach to yourself, but sometimes you do got to stand in the mirror and preach to yourself. But that ain't even what I'm talking about. I'm just saying serve your dat blasted self first. It's easy to get into a rut of serving from a half full or empty place, especially when it's a habit. When you are a high performance, high functioning individual, and that's all I hang around is good, great people, so I know that's all that's watching. It's good, great people. What's up? It's easy to just give and give and give and give of yourself. But I'm gonna tell you something that I noticed is that when you're in the process of doing that, sometimes because you are operating from a half full or empty space, it's easy for your confidence to kind of be chipped away at. Especially when people tend to not be so kind in this day and age where, I don't know, it's just like cool to say what you feel, talk down, speak negative. Somebody, I don't know, it just feels like in this day and age, there's a negative conversation that tends to take place. That's why I am so adamant about elevating our mind style, because it's easy to just shrink into a negative conversation, a conversation that doesn't serve, and a conversation that is not empowering. It doesn't leave you at least maintained or elevated. I think that when you leave a person's presence, you should at least be more fortified than you were, or at least you should be maintained, but you shouldn't feel shrunken or taken away. And I think how we treat other people is how we treat ourselves. I just do. If we are quick to be judgmental about somebody else, we're quick to be judgmental about ourselves. If we are quick to point out the negative in somebody else, we're quick to point out the negative in ourselves. And I just think how we treat other people is how we treat ourselves. And when you are in a position of leadership, and I'm not even talking about formal leadership, in your home, you lead your home. It's important for you to set the narrative and to understand that I need to put myself first when it comes to serving myself. Serving myself in the aspect of getting healthy. Serving myself in the aspect of getting enough sleep. Being on time. Not being a procrastinator. I just think it is so important for us to look at ourselves and say, daggone it, I need to take a minute out for me. Giving and giving and giving and giving to other people. And then you find yourself shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And then you find yourself being tired. Operating from a place of, I'm tired, I really don't want to do it. Listen, I was talking to a guy who does my yard. And he had made a comment, and it was so powerful. He said, we were just talking about business. And one of the things he said was that he has to maintain a standard when it comes to his pricing, because his work is so good. He knows that he does good work. He does landscaping and all of that. If you in my area, I'll absolutely give you his information. And so I was agreeing with him, like, yeah, we can't lower our standards. And he was saying that when you do that, and then you begin to give the service, you're not pleased with the service. You don't do a good job. You unhappy. And then if you don't do a good job, the person is unhappy. Like, you got to be okay with the service that you're rendering and what you say your service is worth. And I'm like, right, exactly. And oftentimes we do things and we don't really want to do it, but we do it because we're in a position, somebody expects for us to do it. And I'm saying, dang, when did we get like this? When did we start just doing things because other people expect for us to do? I think we just get into this rut. We're just doing things, because other people expect for us to do it. I remember doing that. I do. I remember doing that. And I still, from time to time, will have a conversation with myself. Like, nope, those days are over. I don't need to do that. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't have to maintain your standard. Nope. And have to be okay with that. That was me taking the first step really to minister to myself. Like, I'm doing things because other people expect for me to do it. And I think that when you finally just kind of look at yourself and say, why the heck am I doing this? Who is it pleasing? Here's the other thing I realize is that people who tend to talk about you, me, tend to talk about what other people are doing, are not doing half of what you are doing. Like, that is their job, to talk and compare you to other people. It's like, I'm telling you, I'm so adamant about elevating our mind style. When I realize that these are inferior thoughts, inferior conversations, nothing that is not building me up. And so I don't have to do that. I don't have to engage in that. Drawing a line in the sand sometimes is very, very difficult. But I am telling you, and I am encouraging you this morning, minister to yourself. Serve yourself. There is no way that you can serve from an empty cup, a half-filled cup, not thoroughly and without being burned out. There's no way that you can continue to do that. If you look back over these, I might as well say 9 months because it's almost September. You look back and you'll see where there's some areas, maybe you've done that. So for me, here's what I'm, y'all know I got action steps. I always come with action steps, right? Y'all know that, right? Okay, so today, I want you to go ahead and register. Join me for Healthy Heart and Mind Challenge. If you are tired of being all over the place, you unorganized, you already got health issues. When you have health issues and you decide that you want to get focused and get organized, sometimes your health issues will start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. They really are not. They really have not. It's just that it is this anxiety that raises up, like, this is what I want to do, but I got this going on right here. It's really false. It really is. But you can't deny how you feel, right? I'm just telling you that it's false because I'm a nurse and I know that it is. And I want you to know that. I feel like it's my job to share with people like the real deal, pull the cover back off of some health issues, because we have been tricked. We have been tricked by our healthcare system into believing a lot of things Thank God the tape is off my mouth. And I just want to share that with you. So if you're tired of starting all over, I'm starting all over. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You haven't done it. We don't have to wait till January 1 to start all over. That's why I say healthy heart and mind challenge. Let's challenge ourselves to become more organized. Challenge ourselves to address the issues that are in front of us. Like, why am I not sleeping better? Why am I tired by 3 o'clock? Why in the heck am I so angry and anxious? What in the world is going on? What in the world is going on? Listen, join me, Healthy Heart and Mind Challenge. We're going to start September the 1st. Hey, Brother Bo, what's up? Registration is now. So go ahead and register now. And please, if you're not a person who wants to have fun and sleep better and address your health issues and just go ahead and take advantage of hanging out with some good, great people, do not register. I only want to hang out with good, great people. So go ahead and register today. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and register. And listen, for the first, I think it's 10 people. For the first 10 people, you will get $20 discount on the registration. So go ahead and register. Listen, I know the value that I bring to the table because the things that I'm telling you, it's not what they're going to tell you in the doctor's office. They are not. You know, when you go to the doctor's office, it's going to be $350, $400 just to walk in the door. And I'm going to tell you the information for a fraction of that. I think it's like $57 for registration. So go ahead and register. 30 days of Healthy Heart and Mind Challenge. And I will see you over there after you register. Okay? So listen, for today, your action steps for today. Stop and look around and see where is it in your life that you feel like, you ever seen a squirrel in the middle of the road and they just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They trying to get the nut, get to the other side of the street. They trying to get all that stuff so they can build their little nest. They trying to get organized, but they can't because it's, traffic going on and they just going back and forth. Stop and look at yourself and see what areas in your life are you like that. You're just busy but not productive. You are trying and trying and trying, but nothing is happening. You done been on that diet forever. You done started all over again. You're taking more medicine than what you really want to. Just look. You're trying to serve people, trying to do something to help people, but it's from an empty cup or a half cup. You need to stop. 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 Hang out with me for 30 days. Healthy Heart and Mind Challenge. That's what we are going to do. And we're going to get it together. All right? So I will see you over there. Please let me know that my conversation come through today. Even if you don't hang out for 30 days, I still want you to make sure that you minister to yourself. Minister to yourself first. If you feel like you're operating from an empty cup, a half cup, an empty spoon, a half spoon, whatever it is, stop. Stop and get yourself together. Because how can you really serve people when you are not serving yourself first? You run yourself ragged. And then you wonder, why do I have this headache? Why do I have this stomachache? Why do I have these ulcers? Why am I taking more medicine? How come I'm not sleeping better? How come I'm so quick to snap at people? My relationships, going in the toilet. That vision I started off with at the beginning of the year has kind of fizzled out. I'm not getting the results that I set out to get. Like, what the heck? And you start moving further and further away from the vision that you set out. You start moving further and further away from the excitement that you had at the beginning of the year. telling you, come on, join me. Healthy Heart and Mind Challenge. I will see you. I am finished. Thank you so much for riding with me. Y'all know I appreciate y'all riding with me because time goes by so fast and I'm able to get this in. So I will see y'all on the next video. Remember, an elevated mind style creates an elevated lifestyle. See y'all later.